Well, Netheads was the place to be Thursday night, open house. Check out some of the state-of-the-art racing simulators up there, leagues, corporate events, and Rahal all there. Netheads, 1017 West Main in Carmel, and just so happens Graham joins us tonight on Sunday Sports Extra. You were there Thursday night. How good are you with racing simulators? Because you're like a video game guy.
No, well, I was going to say, to be honest, it's not that I play video games all that often.
Oh, come on
for
now.
some reason, if I'm good at something, it's the racing video games, as you would expect. But it's fairly realistic, and of course, you have a huge range now. I mean, simulators are extremely popular in racing,
right.
And I mean, Formula One teams have simulators for their drivers, basically video games that are millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So.
See, you're the Wii generation. I'm more of the Atari generation. So we didn't exactly have racing simulators growing up as a kid.
Wii's sooner than I mean, I was like PlayStation 1, and now it's,
oh, okay. Well, I can relate to that.
So that's like when I kind of stopped playing games was, I guess, Xbox. And, now things have advanced. But Wii is fun.
How about your dad, Bobby? Was he,
I think he always thought, we were
nuts.
Yeah, we were wasting time
exactly.
because we were playing video games and not working on our homework or something.
He's the old guy now. You kids
Absolutely.
and your video games. Exactly.
Absolutely.
All right. How are you doing? You got three races under the belt with Sarah Fisher Racing. You kind of find yourself in no man's land right now. You're looking for a ride for the Indy 500. Bring us up to speed. How's that coming along?
I think things are looking good for Indy. We have a couple of opportunities that we're working on. Of course, nothing is done yet. Nothing has been announced. But really what we're trying to do is kind of look at the opportunities, weigh them against each other, and look at what could benefit us for the long term. And we're working on something in particular that really could work out successfully, but we'll see.
Care to share it with us?
No, I can't. Right now I'm going to keep silent because
we all know
how these deals go.
You don't want to jinx it.
Exactly. I mean, when Robin wrote his article about me going back to Newman Haas with a sponsor, it was true, and all of a sudden it just completely fell apart. So all those it's tough, but don't want to say too much.
At the very least, I think you would be there maybe driving for your dad.
Well,
in May. Is that a backup plan?
There's
backup to backup?
No, I don't think it's a backup plan necessarily. Obviously, my dad is very eager to get back in the sport.
Right.
The Indy 500 is a race he doesn't want to miss.
Yep.
At the same time, really because of the position that we've been put in, even with Dad, we haven't had very much time to look for sponsors, anything like that, because really I thought I was going to be at Newman Haas for the next couple of years.
Sure.
Well, unfortunately, it fell apart at the last minute. So, Dad certainly is a possibility, but we're also looking at other opportunities.
How would you characterize your three races with Sarah? Enjoyable? I mean, is there any chance Mario Romanstini is going to join your Facebook page anytime soon after what happened at Long Beach? What was he thinking at Long Beach?
I don't know. I have no clue. But unfortunately, when you get guys that kind of pay for their own ride, sometimes the credentials may not be the best.
Right. Well.
And all he said to me was, "I missed my braking marker." Well, that's not just missing your braking marker. I mean that you missed it by a mile.
Didn't come close.
And there was no brake locking to try to stop from hitting me. It was just, okay, here we go. And that's what was disappointing about it for me was that Sarah had given me, and Dollar General really had given me such a great opportunity. We were struggling with a chassis that was
there was a crack in the chassis.
We're not sure if it's cracked or delaminated somewhere, but certainly we knew that there was a problem with the tub. They did some flex testing and twisted the chassis, and it was definitely significantly softer than any of the other 4 chassis they had. So there is an issue.
Right.
And Delara has been great about helping them with that. But unfortunately, we couldn't do anything to react to it, and unfortunately we went through all 3 weekends like that, and we fought the same things all 3 weekends. But the last thing I wanted to do was crash a car.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, knowing that really Long Beach was an added bonus for us. We weren't meant to be there until the week before when Dollar General and Direct Supply really stepped up to help us get there. And then something like that happens, and it was really frustrating.
This has got to be, to be involved in 3 races anyway, And now not being involved, at least for the short term, it's like a tease, right?
Well, that's how I feel,
like
you know. That's how I feel. It's hard for me to, you know, I watched the Brazil race on TV, and that killed me because that circuit looked like it was right up my alley. And then I go to St. Pete, you know, and we're involved, but we're struggling. You know, I'm used to running up front at St. Pete, so the qualified 16th killed me. But we had a good race. And then Barber and on to Long Beach. All, you know, it was challenging, but always fun.
A couple things about guys that are going to be involved in Kansas. Will Power, how good is he? Will things change once he hits the ovals? Your opinion?
I think things will change.
Yeah.
I think, you know, maybe Will's probably, as everybody's saying, probably one of the best drivers in the series. Justin Wilson is probably one of the best drivers in the series. But if you look, it's such a different thing. You know, Briscoe has always been fast on the ovals. Elio the same. You know, you see it with Dix and Dario. All those guys can do it, but it comes down to the experience.
Ganassi, surprised they're not further up in the standings right now. Dario, I think, is 5th. Dixie's 6th in points.
I guess I'm surprised they haven't won a race yet.
Yeah.
And you know, you would expect that they would have won a race in the first 4 races of the year, but I'm not worried.
Lastly, you know, Ryan Hunter-Reay winning Long Beach brings up the question: is Andretti Autosport back?
You know, clearly they probably have one of the best cars in the field.
Really? That says something because last year they were 3rd best.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know.
And if you look across the board,
right?
You know, they're very competitive.
Right.
I mean, if you watch the car, you watch Ryan's onboard camera. I don't think that there's a car that's better than that right now. And obviously he still has to drive it, make it go fast, and he's doing a good job. But I would say that they, without a doubt, you know, they're back.
We do want to mention one thing about Netheads. Again, 1017 West Main. There's a big function coming up Tuesday, May 18th. You're going to be there. I think a bunch of the media types are going to be there. I think we're going to be going mano a mano against you. And if that's the case, you know, I fully expect myself to win.
You better get some practice.
No, I'm going to take, if nothing else, I'm going to take you out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's always easy. But, you know, first to take someone out, you got to catch them.
Oh!
Just saying.
Man. You know, I got Mario Romancini on speed dial. I'll talk to him.
Yeah, well, he's got tricks he can tell you about.
Look forward to that.
Absolutely.
Again, Tuesday, May 18th, up at Netheads, 1017 West Main. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Good luck on wherever you might end up.
Thank
you. If it doesn't work out, you can always work for us because I think we need some help lugging cameras or pulling cable. Or something. You know, May's a very busy time for
exactly.
us,
so. Who knows? Maybe
can I put you down for that? Graham Rahal, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break here on the show. Brad Brown continues here on Sunday Sports Extra after this quick timeout.